We good? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oak Creek High School for high school WIAA football here live on Zaleski Sports in an SEC conference battle. Elijah Vanxalata alongside Matt Peck producing here tonight on the broadcast. Got a really good, fun Friday Night Lights Week 3 underway here. Both teams 1-1 on the season, both with a loss. Indian Trail to Verona 39-0 last week, and Oak Creek lost to Muskego 28-10 last week. Benny Heiselou is going to kick it away, and Indian Trail is going to return it here to start. They're just going to let it touch back. Isaiah Folsom was there to try to get it. And the Indian Trail Warhawks, coached by Hawks, coached by Paul Hoffman, led out by the sophomore quarterback, number 1, Joel Perez. We're going to see two young quarterbacks here tonight here from Indian Trail. Joel Perez, a sophomore, and freshman J.J. Chapman for Oak Creek's going to get his first high school career start tonight. We saw him a little bit in week 1 against Waterford in a couple of drives. Got a couple touchdowns that game. 3 for 5 passing, I believe it was. But Indian Trail will start it off at the 20-yard line. Got 2 wide receivers on the right, none on the left. Perez with the running back in the backfield with them. Perez is going to hand it off to start the game. And it'll only get about a yard or 2 on the carry. Gavin Grawl on the tackle for Oak Creek. 2nd and 9, and only about a yard gain that time for Indian Trail. Oh, wow. Looking at one of the assistants on Indian Trail Hawks, their basketball coach, varsity basketball coach Rob Van Dyke, one of the assistants on the Indian Trail Hawks team. That's how you know he's pretty active in the school, as Perez will set up here 2nd down and 9 from their own 21. He's got a wide receiver on his left now, 2 on the right, 1 running back in the backfield. That's Jacob Foster, the junior. He's going to hand it off to Foster. Foster's going to cut over the middle. Got a little bit of a gap right there, but a tackle that time by the senior captain, Kevin Wojciechowski. That's the headline defense for Oak Creek. Senior captain Kevin Wojciechowski plays that on both sides on the D-line and O-line. And a minute gone by here. That was a gain of about 7, so it'll set up 3rd and 2. Oak Creek trying to force an early 3-and-out here. Indian Trail try to get on the board right away. Only 1 wide receiver motioning to the right now, so this might be a run play here. Oak Creek might have to run like a blitz type thing right here, as the running back's going to go up the middle, and I think he's got enough for the first down that time. He does. And that time on the carry, it was Samuel Callow, the senior running back. Really? That's all right.
I got you covered.
I got you guys covered for the scoreboard right now as we're having technical difficulties as Matt Peck is working that out. 10-11 left here to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs on their own 33-yard line. Joel Perez, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his right. He's got pressure going on him. Throw to the right and just underthrew it a little bit that time. Good coverage that time by Blake Yulee, the defensive back for this Oak Creek Knights team, who is also one of the other backup quarterbacks for this Knights team if they need be. So a 2nd down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 9:58 left here to go in the first quarter. Glad you guys could join us here on Zaleski Sports. Even though there's a Packer game tonight, we'll try to stay tuned with that game and get some score updates on here as well. Keep that Packer game on your TV. Put our game on your laptop or phone or something. As Perez is going to throw a deep ball, and it's caught down the field. That was a pretty good catch that time on down the right sideline. Who was that time? That was Luke Peltier, the wide receiver down the sideline. That'll set him up on Oak Creek's 39-yard line. And Joel Perez and the offense are going to go hurry up here. Get the tempo going here as this run's going to go nowhere. They'll set up 2nd down and 8. I want to remind you some sponsors for tonight. Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood and Park Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. So it's an empty backfield for Joel Perez. He's going to go quick to his right on a curl flat, and it's going to be another first down. And the Indian Trail Hawks moving down the field pretty fast here. Gain of about 8 to 9 yards on the play. Joel Perez, dual threat quarterback for this Indian Trail Hawks team. Expect a lot of big things from him. One of the big quarterbacks in the upcoming future here, as well as J.J. Chapman to headline those two guys in the SEC. So we're getting a look at the future here tonight. One wide receiver on the left, one running back in the backfield. 9:07 left here to go in the first quarter. Going to hand it off up the middle, and only going to get about a gain of 1 to 2 yards on the play. Kevin Wojciechowski going to get subbed out for Lincoln Hansen. Going to give him a quick breather here as we get set up for 2nd down and 10 from the Oak Creek 26-yard line. Both teams need a big bounce back win hard here, as they both these teams have played really great, arguably top 10 teams in the state last week. Trying to bounce back. Joel Perez going to look to his right. Gets a guy to his right on the slot. And that time it was Luke Peltier again. And I think he's just going to be about he's inches short from the chains. And you can almost, honestly, if you really wanted to, you could use the Philly tush push right here, the famous NFL play, but I don't think they're going to do it here. But I think they might just run it up the middle with Jacob Foster, the running back, but either him or Joel Perez might take it in here. He's going to keep a quarterback draw here himself, and he'll pick up the first down. Or will he? Yes, he will. And Indian Trail just cruising down the field here early, but I'm not sure if this ref is going to try to... Yep, no, they're going to move the chains officially now, maybe just make sure. But the ball's going to be spotted at Oak Creek's 16-yard line. 7:53 left here to go in the first quarter. Pretty good start with the run game and on the air so far here. Just taking their time a little bit here with Joel Perez, Paul Hoffman on their offense, slowing things down right now. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Foster in the backfield with Perez. Perez, he's looking to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some room to run. He does a juke, and he'll get about a gain of 8 yards on the play. Second down and 3 or 4 coming up here for the Hawks. So the Hawks setting up in the red zone here. Just a little under 7 minutes left here to go in the first quarter. No score here. First drive of the game. Hawks using a lot of clock here. Almost half of the quarter used up from their first drive here. And they're going to hand it up the middle. I think he might be a little short. That time it was Nathan Urban, the running back senior. He'll be about a yard short of a first down. And I think if you're Joel Perez right here, you run another QB draw play here right up the middle. Possibly even do a HB toss or something just to get those extra yards and maybe a touchdown. Oak Creek looks like they're ready for the run, though, as Perez is communicating to his wide receiver on the right, none on the left. A couple tight ends on the inside. They're going to hand it off again. And I don't know, he might not actually get that one. Oh, actually, he might have had he might have had enough on the dive right there, but on the tackle that time for Oak Creek, I think that was Jordan Colbeck on the tackle that time. So 6 minutes left here to go in the first quarter. First down and goal now for the Hawks, who are really threatening early against this Oak Creek Knights team. Perez is in the backfield. The one running back, he's going to hand it off up the middle, and only getting about a yard that time was Luke Peltier. So it'll be second down and goal, 5 yards to get from the end zone. in well enough range to potentially kick a field goal here with their kicker, Caden George, the junior.
It's working now.
Yeah, you can test that out now. But 5:20 left here to go in the first quarter. Get the scoreboard almost getting set up. As timeout called that time by Paul Hoffman and the Indian Trail Hawks. We're going to take a 30-second game break right here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, the career and technical education spaces are currently overcrowded and lack sufficient workstations for participation in larger, scalable project work. There is currently a lack of project storage space, and some areas are not ADA compliant, hindering inclusive participation. Upgrades are needed in our effort to prepare students for increasingly popular industrial career paths.
Good now?
Your vote matters.
Welcome back. Elijah Vanks broadcasting the game alongside Matt Peck, producing that I hear from Zaleski Sports in Milwaukee area, Oak Creek versus Indian Trail, as there's a flag here as Indian Trail was threatening down the field on the first drive of the game. But it will be a false start on the Hawks. One of the offensive linemen jumped and will move 5 yards back. Hey, tonight's game is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm is here to help you gear up for your hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-haves, safety essentials, and Blaze Orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands today at Fleet Farm. So it'll be second down and goal from the 10-yard line. Empty backfield here for Joel Perez. I think there's another false start right there on Indian Trail. Even the wide receivers were going a little bit early now. So back-to-back false starts for Paul Hoffman's offense. And what was second and goal from the 5 turns into second and goal from the 15. So 2 back-to-back costly penalties here. Not everybody on the same page right away. Another thing I noticed too is that Joel Perez goes to the offensive coordinator for the play call every play right before. So 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Empty backfield for Perez. He's going to look to throw here. Oak Creek bringing blitz, and there's Gavin Grawl with the sack that time. Around the 21-yard line. He's been one of the biggest names for this Oak Creek Knights defense this year, alongside Kevin Wojciechowski on the defensive end. And Gavin Grawl is only a junior right now. So it'll be third and goal now from Oak Creek's 20-yard line. Indian Trail has used a lot of clock here in the first quarter. They're motioning a guy in. Oak Creek bringing the blitz again. Perez is going to roll to his right, and he's going to throw this one away to set up fourth and goal from the 20. And we'll see here. I think either they're going to try to go for it here, or if the kicker, Caden George, has the leg to possibly try a 35, 36-yard field goal here.
We'll see.
Well, it looks like Perez, he's going to stay on the field right here, so I think they're going to go for it here. So if you're Oak Creek, you got to send some guys back, get that Hail Mary coverage here. But this would be pretty big right here if Indian Trail could get a touchdown here on a prayer on fourth and goal from the Oak Creek's 20. So there's 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. He's got a running back in the backfield. Perez is just going to roll to his left. The blitz has come again. Oh, he trips up, and he's going to finally get sacked by the captain, Wojciechowski. And it's a turnover on downs, just what Oak Creek needed. And the ball will go right back to the Knights now for their first drive. And they're going to be led up by the first-year guy, the freshman, J.J. Chapman, at quarterback for the first time today. Blake Furcus, the junior, is out tonight with a concussion. He got hit a lot last week in that Muskego game, I'll tell you that. That set that one up a lot. And That might have been the reason why he got hurt. But Chapman will be the starter today for this Knights offense, as there's 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. And another thing to notice, too, from what I saw pregame, Nate Schaff is not suited up today, so it'll be Gabe Belter at running back today as well, as the first run is going to only get about a yard on the carry that time. Packer game getting underway now. 7:15 around that time, so it's 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes left here to go in the first quarter. Pretty good defensive start here. Not too much gone by here so far in this game. Still scoreless. 9 minutes into the game. Second down and 7. Chapman is going to hand it off to Belter again. Belter's makes a man miss, and he's going to come. He might be a little inches short of a first down as he cuts to his left. And back to first 2 plays of the offensive drive were runs for Oak Creek's offense. About a yard short, as Caden Bates will come in here. The tight end substituting in. Third down and 1 from Oak Creek's own 38. They're going to hand this one off to Belter again, and Belter's not going to get it. Let's see who that was to get it right away. That was number 5 on Indian Trail. That was Nathan Urban, who's also one of the running backs for this Indian Trail Hawks team. So Oak Creek 3 and out to start the drive. 3 runs right away. Haven't been doing them too good. There's already a flag in the Packers game. So it'll be 4th down and 2 from Oak Creek's 38, and Benny Heiseley will come out to punt this one away. I'm trying to see what number that is returning it for Indian Trail. As that one almost got blocked. And this one's going to take a bounce at the 20. It's going to keep bouncing. Indian Trail's got to get to it. Oh my goodness. What a punt by Heiseley. Nathan Girardi was ready to return the punt that time, but he was going to try to let it roll and maybe hope that it didn't roll even more. But now Indian Trail's going to get the ball inside their own 5. So they're going to have to go the length of the whole field here and try to score. 2:07 left here to go in the first quarter. Tonight's game is sponsored by Burn Pit Barbecue. At Burn Pit Barbecue, we bring the bold flavors of Wisconsin straight to your grill. Order now at burnpitbarbecue.com and get free shipping with code SPORTS at checkout. Burn Pit Barbecue, veteran-owned, Wisconsin-made. That's burnpitbarbecue.com. So Joel Perez and Indian Trail Hawks will come out for the second drive now. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Actually, they're just going to say that was a touchback, and they're putting him at the 20. I thought Oak Creek had him there, as the first run that time goes nowhere. 2nd down and 10. They're on 20-0 on the carry that time. Matt Peck, you got any other scores yet in the state, or
No, I
nothing
haven't
yet?
got anything yet.
Nothing yet? And this game's actually going kind of fast already. 9, 10, 11, 10 minutes into the quarter already. First quarter. As Joel Perez is in the backfield. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And there's 3 Oak Creek Knights defenders right there. He'll only get about a gain of a couple that time. Actually, after that first down run, they lost about 2 yards on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from where the touchback was, the line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line. So this game has been a lot of defense so far here early. Oh my gosh, that's my brother on the Jumbotron. My brother's the drum major of the Oak Creek Knights marching band, the 10-time state champions, or 9-time state champions in a row. I don't know if I'm just trying to foreshadow that or not, but false start, yep. I think number 74, that moved on the offense. That was Colton Schilt. And that's a 3rd false start already in the game for Indian Trail, so clearly their offense is not on the right page with when the quarterback's going to do their cadence. So 3rd down and 15 now from their own 15-yard line. What a coincidence. And I think Indian Trail, they're just going to run a lot of clock down here. I don't know if they're going to run a play yet. They will. Perez has 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 on the left. Still has a running back in the backfield. He's going to instead hand it off to his running back in the backfield and go absolutely nowhere. This is a good thing we saw last week from this Oak Creek Knights defense, as that will probably take us to the end of the first quarter, I think. The clock stopped. They ran the ball. Timeout Oak Creek. First time out here, we're going to take a quick game break here with 11 seconds in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 13 seconds left here to go in the first quarter here in Week 3 of WIAA football on Zaleski Sports in the Milwaukee area. Elijah Vanks-Salata alongside Matt Peck here. Indian Trail is going to punt it here. Really good defensive start. Isaiah Angeles to return. And, big hit that time. Not a good punt to Indian Trail's 35-yard line. We're going to stay with you guys here. But Indian Trail has had 2 drives so far in the first quarter. The first drive, they were really driving down the field, but 2 costly false start penalties backed them up, and Joel Perez got sacked, and then they went for it on 4th and goal. Didn't get anything with it, got sacked again. And then on the second drive for Joel Perez, it's a 3-and-out. And the Oak Creek's first drive was a 3-and-out as well. 3 straight running plays for the Oak Creek Knights. So let's see if J.J. Chapman goes on the air here. Like I said earlier, Nate Schaff is out tonight. Let's just say the Green Bay Packers are driving down the field right now. With 8 seconds left in this game, Chapman is going to hand it off again to Belter. And Belter is going to get about a gain of 8-9. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. No score. Really good defensive battle in the first week of SEC or conference play here in the SEC. We'll come back in the second quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Elevate your flavor with Burn Pit Barbecue. At Burn Pit Barbecue, we're bringing the bold flavors of Wisconsin straight to your grill. As veterans, we know the importance of quality and commitment. That's why every rub and sauce we make is gluten-free, all-natural, and crafted right here in Wisconsin. Order now at burnpitbbq.com and enjoy free shipping on your first order with code SPORTS. Visit burnpitbbq.com today. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
All right, welcome back to the start of the second quarter here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vanks-Salata on the broadcast alongside Matt Peck here. No score after the first quarter here. Oak Creek and Indian Trail with good defense, but Oak Creek got good field position here on their second drive. Belter's going to get the handoff on the first play of the game and go backwards. Second down and 12 coming up from the Indian Trail, 28. We still haven't seen a pass yet on the day from J.J. Chapman. Maybe just trying to get him a little used to the system here, get those nerves out before he actually gets that first throw out here. He looked pretty good in that Waterford game when he came in, when Oak Creek had a pretty comfortable lead. I was talk about the duo that was that game with Blake Ferkus and J.J. Chapman. Chapman, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his left. He's got time. He's got some guys open. Wide open down the left sideline is Michael Busateri. Inside the 15, stopped around the 12, 11-yard line. And there you go. First throw of the game. First down, Knights. Knights get into the red zone for the first time on the night, and Chapman's first throw was a good one. I think he had another wide receiver wide open on the field too. So it's Michael Busateri on the left, Doug Hamilton and Max Hoagland lined up on the right. Chapman, almost got a guy to jump off sides. Hands it off to Caden Bates this time. Bates cutting through traffic, and he'll get about a gain of 7 on the play. I think it's 6 yards on the play that time. J.J. Chapman is going to set up again with Bates in the backfield with him. The same wide receivers on the left and on the right. Chapman's going to hand it off to Bates again. Bates is going to cut through. He'll pick up the first down, but I think he'll be just short of the goal line of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. All Oak Creek has to do here is run the ball. Seems like that's been the attack here with this being Chapman's first start. Oh, it'll be a timeout here. Offensive coordinator for Oak Creek and Joel Parr telling his guys, let's go here. They're going to take a 30-second timeout from Oak Creek. We're going to take a break as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Yeah, you're right. I'm in the same state. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High school football here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vankslot on the broadcast alongside Matt Peck producing. 10:05 left here to go in the first half. Still no score. But the Oak Creek Knights driving down the field here. Got really good field position off of the Indian Trail punt. 1 yard away from the end zone here on first and goal. See what they're do here. They're going to hand it off again to Bates. Bates is going to force his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Creek. Caden Bates gets into the end zone for the first score of the night for the Knights. And Benny Heisley will come up for the extra point. And that's the first touchdown of conference play for these Oak Creek Knights. Set up good field position here, and now senior Brady Mobley will come out for the extra point here. We've seen that a couple times here. Benny Heisley's the field goal kicker other than extra points. Brady Mobley is the extra points guy, and Benny Heisley also the punter as Brady Mobley's kick is up, and it's good, but a flag is thrown on the play. False start on the offense. So they're going to have to retry this extra point with a little more yards here. So they're going to actually have to attempt this extra point now at the 15-yard line. It'll be a 25-yard extra point. Brady Mobley's going to have to earn it a little bit harder now. And Mobley's kick is up. And it's good for Money Mobley. And another flag is thrown on the play.
They're coming off.
They're going off the field, but it's the extra play is good. Is that Isaiah? All right, we'll take a game break here. 7-0 Oak Creek leads live on Zaleski Sports.
At Fleet Farm, we're all about your everyday, but not just any old day. Here, every day's opening day. Every day's a school day. every day's a monster day. And every day is too short. Whatever makes your day, Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. 7-0 Oak Creek leads here in this first conference battle. Caden Bates a 1-yard rushing touchdown here. Oak Creek drove down the field only 35 yards. And we'll give an update here on the Packers game looking at the score. Xavier McKinney, the new acquired free agent from the New York Giants, gets an interception and sets up the Packers in the red zone with 10:46 left in the first quarter there. We'll keep that update there. And if Matt Peck has any score updates yet from Score Stream for these high school games, he'll give that to me shortly, but
I'm heading that way right
Oak Creek will kick it off here. I think the penalty was on them because they're going to have to kick it at their own 25-yard line. Heislew's going to kick it here, and it'll be a return around the 25-yard line by Caden Williams. Williams cutting to his right, and he'll get tackled and met at the 35 by Jackson Villarreal. And he'll set up 1st and 10 for the third drive of the game for the Indian Trail Hawks, now trailing 7-0. Today's game is sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. Oak Creek Automotive is your local full-service auto repair shop, proudly serving the Oak Creek and Franklin area since 1989. From regular maintenance and upkeep to brakes, belts, climate control, and electronics, and great deals on tires to keep you where you need to go on the road and getting where you need to go. For your auto service needs, bring your vehicle to Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Oak Creek. So 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line here. Perez in the backfield. One wide receiver on the left. He's going to hand it off here. Oh, he's got a pretty speedy running back right there. Just cutting through for about 2 to 3 yards. That time was Samuel Callow. Trying to remember. Wasn't there a Callow on the baseball team? Cooper?
Yes.
Is that his name? Cooper?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, that's him? That's him? Well, that's on me on that one, but thought he had a brother or something. But that's one of the big baseball athletes on that Indian Trail Hawks baseball team. Finished as one of the final teams in that sectional here, just losing to these Oak Creek Knights for a game to punch their ticket to state, as it's a handoff up the middle. Only going to get about a gain of 1 yard on the play. Setting up 3rd down and 5. All right. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 from their own 41-yard line. Arrowhead's up 7-0 on Mukwonago. Franklin, our other home school, which we will see next week against Racine Park, up 7-0 on Racine Case. Probably the biggest game in the conference tonight. After Perez is going to keep it himself, and he's not going to pick up the 1st down, as he did another QB draw that time to his left. And it'll be stopped just short for 4th down coming up. Yeah, these Oak Creek Knights, they'll be going and traveling for their first away conference game next week. They'll head to Racine Horlick for a almost a non-conference matchup. Why am I thinking they're leaving the SEC still for football? That's the only thing they're not leaving in. As Indian Trail's going to punt the football here. Good snap, good hold. It's a good punt away here. Gavin Grawl was the first to it, and Isaiah Angeles signals for a fair catch at their own 23-yard line. And they'll set up 1st and 10 for the Oak Creek Knights on another drive here. They're going to have to get a little bit more yards here, a lot more yards to try to get another score. Tonight's game is sponsored by Lee Mechanical. Lee Mechanical is your comprehensive solution provider, offering a wide spectrum of services, including plumbing, sheet metal work, welding, pipe fitting, and process piping. Lee Mechanical also offers great career opportunities. Visit selectlee.com to find out more. Third drive now coming up here. First drive was a 3-and-out for the Knights, and second drive was a touchdown after a pretty good return from Oak Creek. It's like Gabe Belter running it out on the sidelines here, but while that happens, Caden Bates is going to be the running back while Belter pointing to his ankle, potential injury. As Bates gets the handoff for only a couple yards on the play, and the Packers have taken a 3-0 lead. 8:28 left in the first quarter in their game. The new kicker, Braden Narvison. Oh, wow.
No, a different game.
We'll just wait. What game is that?
Milwaukee Mosquito.
Are you serious? Pewaukee and Muskego are tied at 7 right now. You know, Muskego, they've had a lot of slow starts, but they seem to always figure it out in that second half, huh? Pewaukee playing out of state last week, as that was a dangerous throw right there, as only the second throw of the night for J.J. Chapman over the Max Hogan slipped out of his hands, and a Indian Trail defender right behind him. It'll set up 3rd down and 8 from their own 23. Yeah, Muskego and Pewaukee tied at 7. Is it still the first quarter, or does it not say?
I think it was the first quarter still.
Yep, team we had last week. Looked really good in that fourth quarter especially. Defense has been good all night, though, headlined by Nick McCullough, the Harvard commit, and Liam Shaw. Chapman fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his left, trying to find a wide-open receiver. He's going to keep it himself. He's a dual-threat quarterback, and I think he's just going to come just short of the first down that time. Unless... Oh, yeah, they're going to give him the first down, and that's one of the things with this young quarterback as well. Like I said, he's a dual-threat quarterback, so whenever someone's not open, he could keep it himself and run it when he needs to. Pick up a first down for the Knights at their own 32-yard line. First down and 10. Chapman's going to hand it off. Gabe Belter back in the game, only going to get about a gain of 1 yard on the play. And like I said, Oak Creek has Racine Horlick on the road next week. Then we'll get both of our home schools on the following week on Friday. I think it's September 20th, as it'll be both the rivalry night here, the helmet game, Franklin versus Oak Creek. Franklin has dominated that game over the last course of a couple of years. Oak Creek trying to change that again this year, though. Franklin making a state championship appearance again last year, the state runner-ups, as Caden Bates gets carry up the middle. I don't know if you're a Brewers fan watching tonight. They just lost 3-2. They're on a 3-game losing streak now. This game's actually going pretty fast. 5:45 left to go in the first half. 7-0. Oak Creek still leads. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 from their own 35 coming up. I think the reason why this game's going fast is because there's not a lot of scoring. Team's trying to move the ball faster here. Chapman does a screen pass to Doug Hamilton, and Indian Trail reads that one right over. And it'll set up 4th down and long, and Oak Creek's going to have to punt it again here. Looks like Chapman is still trying to figure some things out here in his first start. You'll either be watching, I believe, another documentary or from the Spash Panthers football team, or Jason Zaleski's going to talk about the games from the week. That was a pretty good tackle on the punt that time on the return. Jackson Villarreal wrapping all around Nathan Garrity. And we'll take a quick game break before Joel Perez and the Hawks come out for another drive here with 4:38 left here to go in the first half. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
All right, welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. 1st down and 10 for Indian Trail. First pass up the middle to wide receiver Luke Peltier. It'll set up 2nd down and 1 from their own 27-yard line. Yeah, I don't know why the clock stopped it, but 2nd down and 1. Second down and 1 from their own field right there, and I think maybe another false start on Indian Trail right here. Yeah, that's like the 4th false start on Indian Trail. All right, so it's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 6 coming for Indian Trail. Yeah, that's been the story of why Indian Trail has been doing too much tonight so far. A lot of false start penalties, just like that first drive where they were really driving down the field, 1st and goal at the 5, back-to-back false starts, set them up at the 15, and kind of messed them up the rest of the way. Indian Trail still trying to get on the same page here, but their defense has done a pretty good job only holding Oak Creek to 7. Joel Perez is going to go deep with it. Pass is intercepted by the cornerback, Isaiah Angeles, and he has some words to say. Oh, I think he's going to get a penalty. That might be unsportsmanlike conduct right there on Angeles, but I think you could celebrate if Indian Trail spiked that thing into their field at the beginning of that one. Spiked that sword, I think that was in the beginning of the game. But it was a pretty good interception by Isaiah Angeles. I wonder if he had something bad to say to him. I don't know, though. Yeah, that's a costly one, too. Oak Creek moves back 15 yards. Oh, they still get the ball on the interception, but instead of starting at Indian Trail's 47-yard line, they'll start at their own 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 again for the Oak Creek Knights taking over. Pretty good defensive stop. He's going to hand it off up the middle. He'll get about a gain of 8 to 9 yards on the play. Caden Bates again. Picking up the 1st down, actually, that time. He got just those 10 yards on the play. So new fresh set of downs. J.J. Chapman going to get the play signal here from their own 48 from their offensive coordinator. Just a little under 4 minutes after you go in the first half. We're going to go to the halftime show at the half. So stick with us here. We'll be back to start the second half after. It's going to be a busy halftime here. Marching band performing, the dance team performing. J.J. Chapman's going to go deep down the right sideline. Oh, that might be pass interference. Yep. He had a wide receiver down the field, but I don't think he was looking. And pass interference on Noah Adepsky that time, and it'll be an automatic 1st down for the Knights down the field. So it'll move Oak Creek to Indian Trail's 37-yard line. Fresh set of downs for them. For the Knights now. J.J. Chapman in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. He's going to hand this one off to Bates. Bates is going to get about a gain of 1 to 2 yards on the play. Seems like Bates has been the main guy in the game now at running back. Usually his starting role is a tight end, one of the blockers for this team. But Gabe Belter a little injured coming into it, and he's going to have to carry a little bit of the load here the rest of the way, with Gabe Belter doing some limited snaps in the third. 13-0 Franklin now, another touchdown. Well, it's clear to say Franklin's still one of the biggest powerhouses in the conference. This game's actually closer. A lot of people might have expected Case to play that game closer. Really good program upcoming with Anton Graham as a fake jet sweep that time, but a handoff off the middle. Not going to get anything on the play that time. You got any other scores?
That was from Dick Rousseff-O's Twitter, so let me go on scores to see if I can get any more.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Knights at the Indian Trail 35-yard line.
Milwaukee Mosquitoes still 7-7.
Still 7-7 in the Muskego-Pewaukee game.
Arrowhead and McWanago 7-7.
Mukwanago has evened it up with Arrowhead 7-7.
Ocon's leading Kettle Moraine 14-0.
Ocon is leading Kettle Moraine 14-0. I think what's the running back's name on Ports, right? On Kettle Moraine, they're missing him for the year. That's a big part of it. And Oconomowoc a really good team though this year. They're one of the big, deep. They're one of the sleeper teams, I should say, in that Classic 8 conference. As a timeout is called by Indian Trail. 7-0 is the score. Oak Creek still driving. 2:14 left here to go in the first half. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, our outdated culinary and family consumer sciences areas have not kept up with upgrades conducive to a modern culinary education. Safety and space are a concern, hindering inclusive participation. Students are overcrowded as they utilize utensils and cooking stations during hands-on learning. The lack of space limits the curriculum offerings and capacity for student participation. Your vote matters.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0 Oak Creek leads on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vangsalata play-by-play tonight here alongside Matt Peck producing. 2:42 left here to go at the first half. Really good defensive battle so far here in the first game of conference play here in the SEC. Both teams 1-1 on the year. Trying to bounce back off of a loss against two really good teams. But J.J. Chapman going to try to roll it here. He's going to get pressured. He's going to run it himself, and he's not going to get too much on the play. And I think Oak Creek's in the territory where they're going to have to punt the football. Good sack that time, though, by number 22, Anthony Acker. They stopped the clock again. Maybe for the marker, but ideally the clock would keep running when the guy gets stopped, but for some reason they stopped the clock. Oh, it was a penalty. So it'll be 4th down and 11 for Oak Creek. Chapman still staying on the field for now. Don't think they're going to try a field goal with Benny Heiselou here. Yeah, I don't think they're going to, or will they?
So now the clock's running.
Yep, the clock is running again now. Actually, yeah, they're going to, I think they might be. Oh, never mind. It looked like for a second they were going to line up for a field goal attempt here. That would have been like a 56-yard attempt for Heiselou, though. That would have been something. He would have to use all the power in his leg on that kick, but instead he's going to try to punt this one away. Try to pin down Indian Trail inside their own 10 with 2 minutes left here to go in the first half. And another timeout called here. 1:58 left here to go. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 7-0. Oak Creek still leads on Indian Trail. Oak Creek, instead of the timeout, just took a delay of game penalty here, moving back for a better punt for Heiselou. Heiselou punts this one away, and a fair catch signal that time at the 14-yard line by Nathan Gerardi. Score update in the Packer game. They just hit another field goal, 6-0, with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter in that game. Tonight's game sponsored by Advanced Dental Specialists. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Advanced Dental Specialists. Advanced Dental Specialists in Franklin, an oral surgeon office where patient comfort and satisfaction is our #1 priority. Advanced Dental Specialists on Loomis Road. So Joel Perez again coming out for another drive for Indian Trail here, trying to get some points on the board before the half. Perez going to do a quick screen pass here. Trzynski right all over it. And he tried to do a quick one over to Jacob Foster, but the pressure was right to him with Andrew Trzynski, one of the defensive backs, trying to get a sack on him. Very good pressure, though. I think Oak Creek was signaling the blocks coming as they're getting ready for that screen pass there, but Stay tuned for the halftime show here. We're going to take a 15-minute halftime show. And this has been a really big defensive fight in this game. I'll recap it right before we start the second half. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from Indian Trail Zone 19. Perez is going to roll to his left. Has some room to run. He's going to throw a deep ball down the left sideline. Passes out of the hands of wide receiver Samuel Callow. He had it and just fell out of his arms that time. He beat his defensive backs that time, and Oak Creek gets a break that time. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now. That was a pretty good pass by Perez. Even better route running on a deep ball to Callow. Just dropped out of his hands. Maybe the Oak Creek defender that was guarding him jorted that ball out. But if you're Oak Creek, you should probably try to get a stop here and try to get the ball one more time and going into the half. Try to put some more points on the board instead of only having a 7-0 lead. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. 1:38 left here to go in the first half. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Perez is going to do a screen pass here. Oak Creek right on it. And Isaiah Angelos and a couple other guys getting the tackle down. And another flag coming in on the play. I think that might be on Oak Creek again. They stopped the clock because of a penalty. Seen a lot of penalties here early in the game. Almost makes you wonder if it's because of what they did pregame when Indian Trail got introduced on the field, stomping their flag in the middle of the logo. We've seen that go bad way a couple times. You see Kyrie Irving on his former team on the Boston Celtics stomping on their logo, and then that went wrong for them after losing the finals this year. Oh. So Oak Creek will take a timeout here. Their second charge timeout. Indian Trail has nothing left. We're going to take a quick game break here before Oak Creek gets another drive before the half. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:33 left to go in the first half. And this SEC Conference football play on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vincelada with you alongside Matt Peck here. Once again, stay tuned at the half. We're going to send you down to the halftime show, where it's going to be Jason Zaleski giving updates on our games tonight here, or you guys will be tuning in to the Spash Panthers football documentary, Hard Knocks. Indian Trail is going to put this one away. A low snap. It's going to fall in the end zone. And it's going to be, no one's on. Oak Creek has it. And it's a touchdown for the Knights. Just looked like the Indian Trail punter that time just gave up on the play. And an Oak Creek man falls right on top of it. Really, really good special teams read. I think that time the punt return was recovered, or the fumble punt was recovered by Carter Galansky. So it'll be 13-0 Oak Creek now. Oak Creek gets another break on a punt that fumbles right in the end zone. Well, either way, it would have been points for Oak Creek because it would have been a safety if the punter would have just fell on it. And that would have been the safe thing to do if you were Indian Trail. Instead of letting the Oak Creek Knights defender fall on it, as Brady Mobley will come out now again for the extra point. Oh, my goodness. Another false start on the extra point attempt. So once again, Brady Mobley for a second extra point, and the Knights going to have to, instead of a 20-yard attempt for the extra point, it's going to be 5 yards back, 25 yards again. Going to have to use a little bit more of his leg for the extra point again. This one almost blocked, And the kick is good. 14-0 Oak Creek. Very good special teams read. Carter Galansky recovering the muffled punt. 14-0 Oak Creek. 1:26 left here to go in the first half.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. 14-0 the score. Oak Creek, instead of getting a punt return, they get a muffled punt and a recovered for a touchdown. Carter Galansky getting the pickup right there. And Oak Creek, instead of having to go down the field and try to score before the half, instantly, instead of having to use the rest of the time in that first half, they only need 5 seconds and got some help from that punter on Indian Trail. As Indian Trail is going to return the kickoff here. Caden Williams again going up the middle. Tackled at their own 26-yard line here. And once again, another drive for this Indian Trail offense, who has been quiet all day. So Oak Creek defense has been pretty great all night so far. Other than that first drive where it seemed like Indian Trail was moving the ball very efficiently down the field, it's been pretty clean on the defense. Franklin now leads 20-0 on Racine Case. Jeez, I almost muffled who they were playing. Racine Case. That's the game of the week for DG Sports.
And Zaleski Sport. No. Not us.
Our game of the week.
SEC game of the week. I'm sorry.
Isn't the game of the week Iola Scandinavia for Zaleski?
I think something like that, yeah.
I forget who they were playing, but I remember Iola Scandinavia, one of the games. I think Jason Zaleski is doing that game tonight. Joel Perez is going to roll to his left here on this drive. He's going to throw it deep again, and the passes. Oh, it almost intercepted that time, but Jackson Villarreal right on it. Perez was trying to go to Caden Williams down the field that time. Indian Trail has to move fast here because they got no timeouts. I think it's all safe to say with Joel Perez at quarterback, the sophomore, he can run that ball as well. Joel Perez, J.J. Chapman, very close friends with each other, going up against each other for the first time tonight. As they're just going to hand this one off up the middle to the running back, Samuel Callow. And they're just going to let the clock roll here on 3rd down and 6. I think Indian Trail is aware that Oak Creek only has 1 timeout remaining. Oak Creek probably doesn't want to use it. They don't want any more damage with Oak Creek trying to score at the half. Don't want to have another one of those miscues with the fumble here on a punt. As Joel Perez, only one wide receiver on the left. He's going to probably hand it off to the running back right up the middle this time, and he's going to pick up the first down around their own 39-yard line. And the clock stops again. Oh, now they're going to resume it now. 25 seconds. Indian Trail, they're going to still keep running the ball at their own 42-yard line, picking that one up. Only about a gain of 3 to 4. And I think this one will probably, unless Indian Trail wants to do a quick Hail Mary, take us to the end of the first half. And that'll do it here. End of the first half, 14-0. Oak Creek leads on Indian Trail. Good defensive battle for the Knights and even Indian Trail. We'll head down to the halftime show here, and we'll be back to the start of the second half for this first week of SEC Conference Battle here on Zaleski Sports. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Ready, begin!
around. I'll do one knee with the bags. Everybody will do it, and then you can set up.
If there's any thought that I think of me for a little support, at a time of need it'll be enough. Not a chance. Drive your head to town, can't see or hear, kill communication. Stepping off the grid just to let me know. Too many got my time. Being here before, lovers winter freeze. Summer's burn, shut down on the sneeze. Take what you learn, have words to be.
Nice and tight to your body. Fire off your front foot, lead shoulder. Fire through the bag, not up, through. Okay, and then wrap on the backside. So this is shoulder contact, keeping your head up, wrapping on the backside, exploding through the bag, pushing off that front foot. Here we go on my whistle. Set. Good. After you tackle, hold the bag, please. Hey. Here we go. Rapid fire. Sit tight. Set. Hit. I didn't blow my whistle. I said it. I'm sorry. Here we go. Set. Oh, good job. Good work. Through the bag. Set. Woo. Good. Good. Through the bag. Set. Good. Pull it out through the bag. Hit that bag. Go as far back to the scoreboard as you can go. Set. Go now. What are you not getting about a forward 45-degree angle? What don't you understand? Stop on the bench. Good. Just like that. Power step. There you go. Good job, Maddox. Load your feet for the power step. Now we're going this way, man.
Yes. Good job. That was close. That was really close to being nice. It had if it would have hit the ground a little earlier. Yeah, it hit the ground, I think. It stayed spinning like that for a while. It can't hit the turf then have a big pop. On the first bounce, yeah. No, it can't go over 6 or something. It's their head, It's for safety. That's a good one. Oh, that's perfect. We gotta make sure that we're catching those, and then when you catch them, you gotta explode up the side. All right? Sound good? Makes sense? Get your spin. Wait. Yeah, then I have Johnny. Let me get that back.
Oh! Good. Last one, please. Go. Yeah, good job.
Let's go
Hey, Peyton, pull right. right, hit right. That's that angle. Yeah. Let go. Wow. Super, super. Last one here, score. Let's go. Let go. Score, Kyle. Score, Kyle. Good. PAT. Celebrate. Good work. Good job. Okay, but today was a great practice. Give it up, clap it up. Good work. Good job. Okay. Really good week. And again, we had 2 tough weeks where they're short when we're out here. Okay, they're short when we're out here. We play on Thursdays. All of that's just a little different, right? But we can't let things like that get to us, like we talked about, that mental, emotional toughness. We did a really good job today bouncing back, being efficient in everything that we're doing. In the leadership meeting, we said, Grant, quarterback, said, what do we need to do to win? What did Grant say? Do you remember? He said, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Okay, so that's a quarterback. He's saying, just run the freaking ball, because we know this is where the strength is. Okay? You're returning. You play a little bit, you're returning. Horn, you got playing time last year, right? We need you guys to step up. Okay? When we need to play, we need you guys to step up. You're a returner, right? We can't have the mistakes that we had last week in this room. That's what hurt us the most. Okay? We can't have those mistakes. To start drives, we can't have penalties. In the middle of drives, we can't have penalties like we had. Right? We have to play like we're the veteran team that we are. Okay? That's week 1. Hey, it's done, over with. We're moving on. We're moving forward. Okay? You can't let something like fatigue break you. Right? We talked about the windows the other day too. Okay? Right? What makes one window tougher than the other? It just depends on what breaks it. That's what makes one guy tougher than another guy. What are you willing to withstand? Like we talked about last week, right? This is what we've been waiting all year for. Okay, this is what we've been waiting all year for, right? Now we get to play at home too. Okay, now we get to play at home. Let's go have some fun. Let's knock the crap out of people. Let's wait for quiet here so I can swear. But okay, hey, start knocking some guys around right away, right? Hey, we set the tone last year for what Spash football is again.
Both teams jumping up and down the sidelines, a swing of the leg, and we're underway. High end-over-end kick will be taken at the 11-yard line, cutting left. To the 25-yard line, Brock Macklin, first man in on the hit. That's Aiden Parks. Send a single receiver, bottom of your screen. Spees lands, signs him up, looking to throw. Leno now flush, gonna find her. It's almost intercepted. It was off the leg of the defender. That is Connor Scarston. Shot out with Madalena. They'll send Sager in motion. And it'll be Chandler keeping it himself, breaking up the middle. Chandler 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He is gone. Grant Chandler is going to take one play and take it to the house. 63 yards for the Panther quarterback. He went right off a right guard, broke through the second level, and then just outran the defense. And just like that, it is 6-0 Panthers. They're being pulled off, so Chandler looking to throw. He's got time, throws it deep to Belson, toward the pylon, underthrow, makes the catch, goes over the defender and in, touchdown! And he'll motion out. Throwing up the middle, it was tipped, and it is caught by Owen Wolf-Sherrick. 2-point is good, and it's 15-0 of tight end Dominic Lyons. And they'll line up trips receivers, bottom of your screen. And now on the sweep, and not falling for it a minute is Dillingham for Clark. 1st and 10 at the 49. Leonard will throw. Looking over through his man. Intercepted by Spees. Spees has got a blocker in front. He'll cut back in, and he is gone. Pick 6, Panthers. Jackson Spees, who had 9 interceptions a year ago, gets his first and goes 60 yards for the score. Flores is a single receiver, bottom of the screen. Leno looking to throw. He's going to throw up to the pylon, looking for Flores to the corner, and intercepted in the end zone. Heading off late is Wolf-Sherrick. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Shama's going to roll now, do a draw play with Madalena. Breaks a tackle, cuts to the left side. 20, 15, 10, 5. He is gone. Madalena will take it in from 34. Touchdown, Spash. Not yet. He's in Roth, standing at their own 40. 4th and 15. Almost blocked. And catch by Ananietis. He's going to cut back left side. 45-50, 45-40 far side. 1 man to beat. And he's going to get tripped up inside the 20 by the punter, Leno. Twin receivers, bottom of the screen. 1st and goal to go. Shunned out of the game. Matthews will go to the end zone, and he is going to score. Matthews from 5. And Spash rolls again. 3:30 to go, and it's 42-0.
Because we needed them to start the game, right? Back from the dead last week, we didn't have a lot of energy. Who was jumping on the sideline? Everybody, right? Everybody was now going in, and everybody was on the sideline, right? So we got so much energy.
He's going to look to throw. Looking for a pick play. Doesn't get it. Rolls right. Flag down. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's a touchdown. But I don't think it's going to count. Looking for one more stop here. Looking to throw. Pump fakes. Now he's going to be flushed right. 50. He's going to take it himself to the 10. Diving. He's going to be short. Throws it through, incomplete, and that's it. This one is over. Your final score, it was Spash 43 and Superior nothing.
Energy, it's great. It was a great crowd for, we had some school today, but mostly before school starts. Those are always tough home games. So our guys wanted to make sure that we came out, we protected the field, and I think we did a great job with that. Just bringing the energy right away, like you said, and just playing physical football like we want to do.
And so you get that 3 and out, and then it takes 1 play on offense to get all the points you were going to need, but you got plenty more after. Just kind of talk about that, just those first and the statement that made.
Yeah, I mean, we're really confident. We always want to try to kick off as much as possible because we think our defense can make stops, and then we're hoping that we can put some points on the board, and then they're in chase mode right away, and we can win the middle 8 there as well. But yeah, I mean, and then first play, we have a run play for Grant dialed up, and we saw something on film we wanted to exploit, and Grant was off to the races on that. So it was a great job, and we talked, and Charlie's over here. We talked to him. He didn't block very well last week. He had a great day blocking. I'm sure we watched film on that play. It takes perimeter blocking to break long runs. So it was just a great job all around.
We'll be joined by Charlie Belson here. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, but first thing Coach said was your blocking. Talk about that first play, what you saw to seal off things off so Grant could get free.
We called the play. I looked at my play sheet, and I knew the run was coming my way, so I knew if I made the block, there would be a big play there. So I had to make the play.
On the other side, every receiver loves to get in the end zone. I guess talk about, especially that first one, a little bit underthrown, but you roll over the corner into the end zone. I guess what was your process as you're tracking the ball in the air there?
Grant usually we know to miss outside, but he threw a little inside. I know how to adjust. Just want to make a play for fans out there.
Self-respect, you feel like an insect. Well, don't you worry, buddy, 'cause here he comes through the ghettos and the barrio and the barrio and the
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Be part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 14th and 15th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Merrill. Don't miss the 32nd Annual Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Oak Creek High School here. High school football here on Zaleski Sports. Week 3, first week of conference play. Elijah Vanksalata broadcasting here tonight alongside Matt Peck producing. 14-0 Oak Creek leads here heading into the start of the second half. Been a pretty good defensive game for the Oak Creek Knights tonight. First couple of drives of the game, no scoring for both sides. We were scoreless through the first quarter, then Oak Creek started picking up in that second quarter here, got really good field position. J.J. Chapman, the freshman, getting his first career start tonight. He's looked pretty good here. The Oak Creek using the run game a lot here, a little smart here, just to kind of work him into that system here with Blake Furcus out, the regular starting quarterback, who has a concussion, who will be out probably for a couple weeks. We'll see if he'll potentially be back next week or the week of the Franklin Oak Creek game, where we get both of our home schools on in 2 weeks. But we're set to go here in the second half. By the way, Franklin is up 27-0 on Racine Case. That Franklin team is a team not to mess with in this SEC conference.
We'll see him next week.
Yep, we'll see him next week against Racine Park. Matt Peck will have you on the call for that one. As Indian Trail will kick this one away. To Oak Creek to receive it here to start the second half, and going to be stopped at around the 23-yard line on the return. And the first drive to come out in the second half for Joel Parr's offense. It's been kind of hard to come by trying to settle in a different look on this offense tonight here. Oak Creek, the first 2 weeks have been pass heavy. After that, the blitz frenzy from Muskego last week, I think they're doing a lot more running, and with the new quarterback Chapman, just trying to work him into the system like I said earlier. The load with Caden Bates and Gabe Belter has been really heavy tonight here, but it's been working pretty well so far for the Knights. So Chapman in the backfield with Belter. He's going to hand it off on the first play. Going up the middle, only going to get about a yard, maybe nothing on the play. Indian Trail hasn't been able to do really nothing on the offensive end with Joel Perez, a sophomore at quarterback. His first year at quarterback last year, they had L.J. Dagan as their starting quarterback for Paul Hoffman's team. Indian Trail went 6-4 last year, starting this year 1-1 with the win against Madison Lafayette, week 1, 20-0, and losing 39-0. It's been 2 shutouts in both of their first week 1 and 2 games. Chapman's just going to get sacked as he fumbles it on the snap. And on the sack that time is Grant Manning. A little miscommunication that time with the quarterback in the center. He'll set up 3rd down and 15 from Oak Creek's own 22-yard line. Chapman rolling back. He's going to do a quick screen pass here right up to the right side. And Belter's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And Oak Creek's going to have a 3-and-out, and they're going to have to punt right away. Benny Heisley's been a pretty busy guy today, having to punt it several times tonight. Same thing with Indian Trail as well. Their punter muffed. He fumbled one in the end zone, and he just gave up on it. And Oak Creek, Carter Galanti, I think it was, on the punt return for the touchdown, just falls out in the end zone as it's going to be returned at their own 40. And a good tackle by Jackson Villarreal to stop Nathan Girardi on the return. And Paul Hoffman and Joel Perez, they're going to come out for their first offensive drive in the second half. While they get ready for that, we're going to read some sponsors for tonight. Be a part of the Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. You got nothing going on, head down there next weekend up to Marshfield, as there's a flag down on the play on the first run of the second half. I believe it will most likely be a false start. So the clock stops with 9:42 left here to go in the second half, start of the second half. Legal formation on the offense. Oak Creek's going to decline the penalty, and it'll just make it 2nd down and 10. Joel Perez has tried to throw it a couple times here in the second half. On the air, just he's been on the money. He's going to try to throw it again here on the right sideline, incomplete, good coverage. He's been on the money with some good throws, but his wide receivers just can't really make the catches here. Oak Creek just doing an even better job penetrating the ball right when it's about to get caught. So 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Hawks at their own 42-yard line. $9:14 left here to go in the third quarter. Perez has 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Perez is going to roll to his left. Has pressure coming right at him. He's going to escape it. Has room to run. I think he has enough to pick up a first down right here, and he does, and a little bit more. And Joel Perez using his speedy legs to pick one up on 3rd down, as the Eagles have taken a 14-12 lead over the Packers with 5:34 left to go in that first half. Hope you guys are watching that game alongside our game too, if you're a Packers fan, obviously. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Oak Creek 47-yard line. It's been run heavy so far today for Indian Trail, not being able to really get the air game going here, as that run is going backwards for a couple loss of yards. Fleet Farmers here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-haves, safety essentials, and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands today at Fleet Farm. Hunting season is coming up. Get that right, Matt Peck? People are going to be catching their deer, maybe keeping it a couple weeks. So, you know, football is really in session. What the wide receiver really just took off right there. Who was at that time? That was Samuel Callow. He was really behind that one. He started running while nobody else. That's going to move him back 5 yards and set up 2nd down and 17. Kind of embarrassed himself right there. Only one that ran his route right away. He didn't just move right by himself. He ran his whole route. But it'll be 2nd down and 17 from their own 46 now. Next week we will be doing Franklin versus Racine Park for 2 games. Next week, the first one will be next Tuesday between Franklin and Park girls volleyball, and then next Friday it'll be Franklin versus Racine Park football. We'll get to see Lewis Brown and Joey Calais and the Franklin Sabres next week for the first time on Zaleski Sports, as decked that time on the ground on the screen pass. It's a good tackle right there by Adam Windorski. Nathan Urban on the reception for the Indian Trail Hawks. So it'll be 3rd down and 17 coming up. Defensive coordinators, Coach Steve Haluknik on Oak Creek, giving their signals to the defense here. Maybe expect a pass play here. This is a 3rd and long right now. 4 wide receivers lined up. Perez rolling to his right. He think he's going to take off again. I don't think he's going to be able to get it this time, as a couple Oak Creek Knights defenders piling up around their own 48-yard line. About only going to get about 3 to 4 yards on the carry. He'll set it 4th down and forever. So coming out to punt for the Indian Trail Hawks. Trying to see what number that is on the field. It's 42, Caden George, the kicker. Just going to punt this one away. Isaiah Angelos returning it at the 30, and he's going to be met right away at the 30-yard line. Another flag coming down here after the tackle by Jonathan Bolanger. We'll see what the penalty is before Oak Creek takes the field for their second drive of the quarter. Personal foul late hit on Indian Trail to set Oak Creek up at their own 46-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the game, stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. I'm going to be going down with the winning coach and our highlight house player of the game. We finally have all the equipment we need for the interview, so we'll actually get down there on the live broadcast at the end of the game and interview the winning coach and player. Chapman's going to throw it here on the right side. Max Hoagland holds that one down, and right on him that time was Hayden Demborski. I think he'll get about 5 yards on the play. Chapman hasn't really aired it out too much today.
Wow.
No flags. So Oak Creek will set up at midfield as the Green Bay Packers again. Just to let you guys know, if you have Jaden Reed on your fantasy team, you're really feeling it right now because that's a second touchdown of the game. Packers retake the lead on the Eagles. Almost halftime in that game here. But it'll be 3rd down and 5 back here, or 2nd down and 6 back in this game. Chapman motioning Hamilton to his left. He's going to do another quick pass here. Oh, slant to Hoagland, and it's intercepted.
What was it? Was it intercepted?
Yep, intercepted. Or was it? Yeah, it was intercepted. Defense coming on the field. Hoagland one just bobbled out of his hands and into the hands of a Indian Trail defender. And it will be Indian Trail football at their own 43-yard line. Actually, we're going to, we'll stick with you guys, actually. Could have taken a game break right there, but Green Bay Packers lead 19-14. 5:11 left to go in that first half there.
I'll try to get you some scores.
Matt Peck's going to try to get me some scores from other games. I feel like that Franklin game's pretty much out of reach already. It wasn't even halftime yet.
Muskego 21-7 in the third quarter.
Now it looks like Muskego getting their second half foes. Oh, trick play pass. The Philly special just chopped by Joel Perez. They ran the Philly special. Trying to get Oak Creek guessing on first down. And they're lucky. Look like Joel Perez right there just had Butterfingers on that play. He was wide open down the sideline, and Joel Perez could fly down there too. So now Oak Creek, they know what to expect now on the defensive end. Remember when Oak Creek ran that to beat Franklin 2022? To seal the deal? I'm sure the offensive coordinator in Oak Creek remembers that. They all remember that play. They just weren't expecting it right there in that moment. Perez is going to roll to his right. He fumbles it! And it is recovered by the Oak Creek Knights. So right after the interception by Chapman right away, a rookie mistake from the other freshman, or the sophomore, but a rookie, Joel Perez fumbling it, and Oak Creek recovers it in enemy territory. It's been that type of game. Fumbles. How about the job this Oak Creek Knights defense has done tonight? So that'll set up a Knights first down at the Indian Trail 31-yard line. Chapman is going to try to forget about that last drive and try to pick up a touchdown. This one, he's going to air it out on the first play to the right sideline. Pass is incomplete. Overthrew it a little bit to his intended target, Max Hoagland. So now it'll be second down and 10. Just a little under 5 minutes left here to go in the third. Chapman still working his way in it a little bit to start the season. First and 10 here. They're going to run it up the middle with Bates and get it up to the 22-yard line. Pick up about 8 yards on the play to set up third down and short. Oak Creek Knights, if they were to get in a fourth down situation right here, they're in well range for Benny Heiselu's leg. Hit a 47-yarder week 1 against Waterford like it was nothing. Showing shades of one of the Oak Creek greats and kicker now at Minnesota, Dragan Kesic. So third down and 2 coming right here. Chapman is going to hand it off to Bates. Bates has room to run, and right before he had that room to run, he got stopped by an Indian Trail defender on a dive tackle, but it'll be a first down for the Knights. First down, Knights. So Oak Creek's now in the red zone at the Indian Trail 18-yard line. It's good that this week, if one of these teams ran a double wing offense, I would have been asking for your binoculars this week. But that's not the case. Both teams run a pass-heavy offense. Or run, too. A lot of both, as Caden Bates getting a lot more yards before being taken down. Oak Creek has had Indian Trail's number the last couple years, and that game's a shootout, huh? Oak Creek has had Indian Trail's number, like I was saying, the last couple years. A couple of shutouts last couple years. Oak Creek beating them 43-0 last season, when they had the now Luke Fickle product Drew Brown last year. Seems like Indian Trail just can't really do too much on the offensive end against Oak Creek. It's one of their big kryptonites. Gonna hand it off again to Caden Bates. Up the middle, he's not really gonna get much. We'll set up third down and medium. Third down and 3 make that. Oak Creek still in the red zone. Making a couple adjustments here. Dennis Morris rechecking in for the Knights. Timeout called on the field. And we're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break here. 14-0 Oak Creek leads on Indian Trail in this first week of Zaleski Sports football and conference play. Week 3, you're watching high school.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, student enrollment exceeds the capacity to hold all school assemblies in our current gymnasium. We must rotate participation, which is inefficient and inadequately serves our student body. The configuration and size of our weight room does not meet the minimum square footage requirements recommended for athletic participation. Our pool currently doesn't meet WIAA standards for meets, and the infrastructure is failing. Additionally, the confined space limits community participation. Your vote matters.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 Oak Creek leads here in this SEC conference play. First week of conference play here. Both teams 1-1 here, searching for kind of like redemption win here after both tough losses last week. Oak Creek driving after that fumble forced from Kevin Wojciechowski. They're going to give it up the middle again to Caden Bates, and they'll be stopped just short again. Actually, Oak Creek did play Indian Trail in the playoffs in round 1 last year, that's right. It was a closer game, right? 17-12. Kind of like this game a little bit. 14-0. Kind of picking up where that last matchup left off. So other than that 43-0 win last year, this Oak Creek Knights team looking to make some noise again this year. It's a little under a minute and a half. Another timeout called here. And we'll take another 30-second commercial break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 Oak Creek leads here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vanksalado alongside Matt Peck here tonight. 4th down and 1, a big one here in the red zone for the Knights on Indian Trail's 9-yard line. Knights looking to put themselves up 21-0. I think it's smart that they kept the offense on the field right now. Because I guess if you kick a field goal, it would still be a 3-possession lead, but you want more points. As Bates goes up the middle, and did he get it? Yep, I think he did. Just had enough on it there. It'll set up 1st and goal. He didn't get that much, though. Only got about 1 to 2 yards on the carry. So it'll set up 1st and goal from the Indian Trail 7-yard line. Oak Creek and Indian Trail here in the SEC Conference. 2 of arguably the top 5 teams in the conference. Think you could also put Franklin and Racine Case in that conversation, but Franklin, they're on a different level right now, man. Picking up right where they left off last year. Chapman's going to throw it to the right side of the end zone. Incomplete. Had his man that time. Just went right through the arms of Carson Dockel, the tight end. Would have been J.J. Chapman's third passing touchdown of the year, first this week. I think you got to keep it going on the run game here. It's been working pretty well with Bates and Belter. That's been the terrific two for this Knights team today on the offensive end. Chapman lining up here on 2nd and goal. He's going to hand it off to Bates. Bates cutting through on the inside the 5-yard line. Be stopped about 5 yards short of the goal line. See the Knights try to run one more play here before the end of the third. Another timeout called. Just substitution. We'll stay here with you guys. Kevin Wojciechowski getting subbed out for a minute. The clock resumes here. 30 seconds left to go in the third. I think Oak Creek, they might just be chopping this time down to the fourth quarter right now unless something else. And they stop the clock again. Another timeout called. I think this time it was by Indian Trail or one of them. More high school football coming your way on Zesty Sports.
Elevate your flavor with Burn Pit Barbecue. At Burn Pit Barbecue, we're bringing the bold flavors of Wisconsin straight to your grill. As veterans, we know the importance of quality and commitment. That's why every rub and sauce we make is gluten-free, all-natural, and crafted right here in Wisconsin. Order now at burnpitbbq.com and enjoy free shipping on your first order with code SPORTS. Visit burnpitbbq.com today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 once again. 11 seconds left here to go in the third quarter. High school football here on Zaleski Sports in the Milwaukee area. Elijah Vanxalata on the broadcast tonight here. Oak Creek trying to push it in the end zone another time here. Only been able to do that once or twice before. The other time was on special teams. Chapman's going to go to the right side of the end zone. He overthrows Dennis Morris. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 4 here, and I think you just got to run it again. Well, be 4th down for the Knights at their 4th and goal right here. And Oak Creek's just going to bring out the field goal team here. Benny Heiselou going to attempt a 21-yard attempt here. Pretty routine kick for him. Trying to make it a 3-possession game with this kick. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and it is good. So it's a no good, my bad. So Benny Heiselou, one of his first misses of the year. And this game stays 14-0 with 4 seconds left here to go. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. First play of the drive for Indian Trail. Going to go about nowhere here after that missed 21-yard field goal attempt. Rare miss from Benny Heiselou. We'll take us to the end of the third quarter here. We'll take a 1-minute commercial break here. 14-0 Oak Creek leads. We'll head to the final stretch here from Oak Creek High School. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. Elijah Vincelada alongside Matt Peck here on Zaleski Sports. Start of this fourth quarter here, 14-0. Oak Creek leads against Indian Trail. The defense has been the story of this game. And if you take away that punt return touchdown for Oak Creek, where the punter just gave up for Indian Trail, it would have been just 7-0 right now. It's a chilly game out here tonight, though. Temp's supposed to get to below 40 degrees in some places. That's how you know fall's here, but I believe next week we're about to get back up to the 80s again. It's just how Wisconsin is. But Joel Perez will come out here. They got to get something on the board going if they want to come back. They're going to go quick pass out to the left sideline on another slot pass that time to Luke Peltier to start it off. Be third down and short coming. Third down and 1 make it here. As the Indian Trail fans coming over to the Oak Creek side. Their student section putting their signs up. As that pass is almost intercepted for a pick 6. Woo! Fell right out of the hands of Carter Golonsky. He would have almost had 2 touchdowns on the day. Who's that? So instead of a pick 6 for Oak Creek, Indian Trail's just going to bring out their punt team here instead of trying to go for it here, try to keep the score 14-0. Could have been 20-0 if Golonsky could have held on to that one there. Read Perez's pass beautifully. Angelos on the return. He's going to get stopped at the 40-yard line. It'll set up 1st and 10. And the Oak Creek offense once again coming out here, and we'll read some more sponsors coming up. Fleet Farm is here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-haves, safety essentials, and Blaze Orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands today at Fleet Farm. At Burn Pit Barbecue, we bring the bold flavors of Wisconsin straight to your grill. Order now at burnpitbarbecue.com and get free shipping with code SPORTS at checkout. Burn Pit Barbecue, veteran-owned, Wisconsin-made. That's burnpitbarbecue.com. Making me a little bit hungry now after reading those ads. And Burn Pit Barbecue, one of our new ads here. As it's 11:40 left here to go in the game. Very defensive fight tonight here. 14-0 Oak Creek. Chapman's going to go deep on the left sideline. Boost Terry! Incomplete. And a flag call, and I believe that's going to be pass interference. I don't know. That was a little late, but Zane Hugoer on the coverage that time. I think Chapman, that was the right idea on the throw. I think it just got a little bit of a pull down that time from Hugoer. So it'll be an automatic first down for the Knights, 15 yards. I believe that's how they do it, right? Instead of marking it where the spot is, 15. Automatic first down for the Knights into the Indian Trail territory. Knights trying to potentially put this game to bed with a potential touchdown here on this drive. Moving into enemy territory now. Chapman hands it off to Bates, and Bates is going to go nowhere with it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Next couple weeks in football broadcasts. Next week we will be at Franklin High School for the first time to see Lewis Brown's football team on the network for our home school against Racine Park. And then the following week we will get both home schools on right here at Oak Creek High School. As that game could potentially decide the conference depending on how these games next week go. Who does Franklin play next week? Oh, I laughed at myself for that one. Forgot for a sec there. They're playing Racine Park. And Oak Creek will play one of the other Racine teams on the road against Racine Horlick. We will not have that game on the network next week. Chapman is going to do a jet sweep toss right here, and this one's going to go nowhere. But multiple flags coming in. As he goes backwards that time. So we'll see what the ref says with the penalty right here. Nice thing at Oak Creek is they actually have speakers for the refs so the whole audience can hear them. Like it's an NFL or college game going on. And we'll see what this penalty is. Well, it's holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd down and 19 coming up, and it'll set them up on their own 47-yard line again. So it's now 2nd down and forever for the Knights. With 10:20 left here to go in the game. Chapman in the backfield. Pressure coming. He's going to roll back, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield. That time it was number 44, Grant Manning. Once again, the senior. The big guys on this team. They brought 4 or 5 guys to rush the QB. And they are aware of this. This is the first start for J.J. Chapman, and he's going to be a lot of pressure today. And now it is really 3rd down and forever now. 3rd down and 30 coming up. I think if you're Oak Creek right here, don't take any chances of trying to air it out and potentially throwing an interception. Maybe just take it safe and play it with the run game. There's another timeout is called. What do you want to do, stay here and give some scores?
Sure.
Let's do it. While Matt Peck is getting some scores up, I'm going to read a couple more sponsors. Oak Creek Automotive is your local full-service auto repair shop proudly serving the Oak Creek and Franklin areas since 1989. From regular maintenance and upkeep to brakes, belts, climate control, electronics, and great deals on tires to keep you on the road and getting where you need to go. For your auto service needs, bring your vehicle to Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Oak Creek.
So first score is Burlington leading Waterford 20-3 in the 3rd quarter.
Burlington is leading Waterford 20-3 this year. It kind of seems like at this point Waterford is kind of overhyped this year, right?
Oconomowoc 21-0 over Kellam-Moraine.
Kellam-Moraine still struggling, down 21-0 in the 4th.
Sussex Hamilton beating Waukesha West 24-9.
Sussex Hamilton beating Waukesha West set 24-9.
Yep. And Franklin 27-7.
Also, Racine Case gets on the board against Franklin 27-7.
And then Arrowhead leading McWanago 21-14.
Arrowhead leading McWanago 21-14 at the end of the 3rd, was it?
It's 3rd quarter right now.
Oh, 3rd quarter.
Last it's updated.
Oh, they're going to hand it off up the middle. Bates is going to get to midfield. Had a good seam right there. Get about a gain of 16 on the play. But it was still 3rd and forever, so it's going to be 4th and very long still. And Benny Heisley's going to have to come back for another punt now. Heisley gets a good snap, and he's going to punt this one away to Caden Williams, and he's going to let it bounce, signal for a fair catch. And it's going to keep getting an Oak Creek roll into their Indian Trail's own 12-yard line, and that's where Joel Perez in the offense will set up 14-0 is a score, 8:33 left here to go in the game. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 the score. Oak Creek leads and Indian Trail in the first week of conference play here at high school football on Zaleski Sports. Perez is going to get sacked in the backfield on the first play of the drive. That time was Brady Gooley with the sack. And They'll set up 2nd down and 13 from their own 10. Safe to say, nothing has been going tonight for the Indian Trail Hawks. Oh, man. J.J. Chapman now, he's hurt out of this game with the concussion protocol. Who updated that? How does he know? So it'll be 2nd down and long. So now as the throw is incomplete on the left sideline here, overthrew him a little bit here. So now that J.J. Chapman has a concussion, or is in concussion protocol, that means that the 3rd-string quarterback, Blake Zeski, is coming into the Blake Yulee will have to come into the game here, sophomore. He also plays cornerback as well, so see him tossing it around with the original starting quarterback, Blake Furcus, who is on the concussion protocol right now here. 2 concussion protocols, and if as crazy as it sounds, if Blake Yulee were to get hurt, I think Isaiah Angeles would have to be the quarterback, the same quarterback from last year for the first half of the year. Perez throws it over to the left sideline on a slant. That one's over to Caden Williams, and it'll be short of a 1st down. It'll be 4th and long still, and they're going to bring the punt team out. Wow, so Oak Creek, 2 quarterbacks deep with the concussions potentially now. And now they're going to have to see their next man up now with Blake Yulee, the sophomore. And it's a low snap on that one, and it's going to be, they're going to get a bounce here, and it's going to bounce past the 50-yard line. Indian Trail is going to get their own bounce to around the 39-yard line. And the clock will stop at 6:57 here. More football, high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, the career and technical education spaces are currently overcrowded and lack sufficient workstations for participation in larger, scalable project work. There is currently a lack of project storage space, and some areas are not ADA compliant, hindering inclusive participation. Upgrades are needed in our effort to prepare students for increasingly popular industrial career paths. Your vote matters.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Yulee taking over for the Knights here, the 3rd-string quarterback, as he hands it off up the middle. Oh, has a seam to run. Bates going down the 30, and he'll be stopped there. He had the big gap to run here, but the main story is J.J. Chapman, who is making his first career start today as a freshman. He's going into concussion protocol here. Last week, late in the game, junior Blake Furcus, the 1st-string quarterback, got hurt. So now we'll see Blake Yulee, the sophomore, coming in here. And I still think if something were to happen to him, Isaiah Angeles, who was a quarterback for half of the season in the 2023 year, would be the emergency guy. Oak Creek's defense has been pretty well tonight. Give them that. And they are marching well into Indian Trail territory now, midway through the 4th. Yulee's going to hand it off the middle to Caden Bates for gaining about 5 to 6 yards on the play. A touchdown would pretty much put this game away for the Knights. It's been a 2-possession game for a pretty long time here. 14-0 at the half. No scores here in the second. So Oak Creek just taking their time here, using as much play clock as they can as they're marching the ball into Indian Trail's 25-yard line. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Yulee's going to hand it off again to Caden Bates. Bates is going to get a room to run. Going to go up the middle and pick up a 1st down at around the 12 to 13-yard line of Indian Trail. Been a really strong run game here. They had to use that a lot tonight for the Knights. So if it's true that J.J. Chapman's in a concussion protocol, I'm not sure how long you're out with the concussion. It's probably a couple weeks, right? That means Blake Yulee is probably going to have to take the helm for this Knights team for the next couple weeks. Bates is going to get a carry up the middle. He's been a busy man today, and he'll get a gain about 7 as they head inside the 10. Stopped around at the 8-yard line, 7 to 8 yard line, I guess you could say. Oh. So 2nd down and 4 from the Indian Trail 7. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. After this game, I will head down to the field and interview our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, along with the winning coach. We'll see who it is. If Oak Creek could score right here, I'm sure it will be them. It'll be interesting to see if Oak Creek wins. I'll let Coach Parr choose once again, because it's been one of those games where wasn't really a unanimous player to really get it, but the defense, there's got to be someone on defense most likely. Bates, he's one of the guys as well as he picks up a 1st down. I think so. Stop the clock again. 1st down, Knights at the 1st and goal from their Indian Trail 3-yard line. A lot of the Indian Trail student section fans packed their bags and left already. I mean, they got, what, a 25, 30-minute drive from here? As Caden Bates is going to get subbed out now. They're going to let the clocks keep rolling here. Just try to use as much of it as they can. It'll be below the 3-minute mark here in the game. The first time this year we've seen a heavily defensive game on both sides. Both teams held here. Caden Bates just getting something on the sidelines. And another timeout called with 3 minutes left here to go in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a quick game break here. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cefalotiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here SEC Conference Play High School Football here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vank-Salata on the broadcast alongside Matt Pectina here. Very entertaining defensive game tonight for you guys here. 14-0 Oak Creek leads. Score update here from one of the biggest games in the conference tonight. Both 2-0 teams. Racine Case scored 14 unanswered coming out of the half against Franklin. Not giving up yet.
Well, there's 2 minutes left or something.
In the 4th quarter? Yeah, I guess it's over, but Racine Case has showed a lot of fight in that game, in that 2nd half. Yuli's going to hand this one off to Bates up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. And that could have been the knockout punch right there to make it 20-0 Oak Creek. The extra point coming up. Caden Bates with the 2nd touchdown of the game tonight here. He's been the big filling guy here on offense. As the Oak Creek Knights student section using one of their representatives to wave their flag around the track. As Brady Mobley will come out for the extra point. Snap's good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. 21-0. Oak Creek leads on a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Caden Bates, his 2nd of the night. Oak Creek has pretty much sealed the deal here with 2:56 left to go. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Elevate your flavor with Burn Pit Barbecue. At Burn Pit Barbecue, we're bringing the bold flavors of Wisconsin straight to your grill. As veterans, we know the importance of quality and commitment. That's why every rub and sauce we make is gluten-free, all-natural, and crafted right here in Wisconsin. Order now at burnpitbbq.com and enjoy free shipping on your first order with code SPORTS. Visit burnpitbbq.com today.
Uh-oh. Oh, am I on? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Zaleski Sports. Out the Packers are trailing again as it's 21-0. Oak Creek leads on Indian Trail with 2:56 left to go in the game. 2 touchdowns on the night for Caden Bates. Originally starts the game at tight end, but moving into as a running back as Nate Schaff not playing tonight, as well as not Caden Bates. He's the one that got 2 touchdowns. As well as Gabe Belter, who has a lower leg injury. So it'll be first down and 10 for Joel Perez. Their own 21-yard line. I'm going to take a quick minute here. Tonight's game is sponsored by Lee Mechanical. Lee Mechanical is your comprehensive solution provider offering a wide spectrum of services, including plumbing, sheet metal work, welding, pipe fitting, and sheet process piping. Lee Mechanical also offers great career opportunities. Visit selectlee.com to find out more. Perez is doing a quarterback keeper on that one, and he'll get about a gain of 1 to 2 yards on the play. So next week, once again, to remind you guys, our schedule on Zaleski Sports, we'll be doing Franklin versus Racine Park for girls volleyball on Tuesday, and the same 2 teams for football next Friday, as we'll get Lewis Brown's Red Hot Sabres on next Friday on the network. So if you guys Oak Creek fans are tuning in, we will not be traveling with the Knights next week to Racine Horlick as Perez rolls back. He's going to throw it to the left side. Pass is incomplete over the hands to Isaiah Folsom. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be going down to the field at the end of the game. Given that Oak Creek holds on here the final 2 minutes of the game, I'll interview Coach Parr and his choice for our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. Finally got the mics going this year. Got all the equipment we need. Now we're ready to go for interviews. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Indian Trail Hawks. Indian Trail, who do they got next week? I think one of the Kenosha schools they got next week. As this pass is incomplete. Good deflection that time by Isaiah Angelis.
Because Case has Tremper and Franklin has Park. These guys have Horlick, so they got to have Bradford.
Yep. Kenosha Indian Trail will have Kenosha Bradford next week, most likely. As will be 4th down here, Oak Creek. Just going to get the punt here. Probably going to go into victory formation as it's a 21-0 game. 2 minutes left here to go. Oak Creek will be on the road next week for the 2nd time. Going to play Racine Horlick. They just played tonight in the 100th matchup, historic matchup against Racine Park. Welly advertised game on social media for their game, a historic one. Angels is going to signal for a fair catch as it goes out of bounds. And all Oak Creek has to do at this point is really just take a knee and seal the deal. After next week, after we're done with Racine Park and Franklin, we will be back here once again for Franklin versus Oak Creek and girls volleyball. I forget what day it is. It's either Monday or Tuesday, I believe. And then on Friday, we will be here for that rivalry game between the Oak Creek Knights and the Franklin Sabres in the helmet game. We're going to try to get a picture with that trophy. Pre-game. Oak Creek looking to go into victory formation here. Blake Yulee gets a low snap. Takes his first knee. They're going to get a couple knees down here. So I will be going down for the Nacerville Dairy postgame show here coming up after this for the Zaleski Sports postgame show with Coach Parr. So a quick score update here before we go down to the field and interview Coach Parr and the Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. Racine Case, 8 minutes left in the game, still threatening in that one. 27-14. They scored 14 unanswered. They have the ball driving with 8 minutes left. They're not done just yet. Trying to show Franklin that, wait a minute here, you're not just going to be the automatic best team in this conference. Trying to rally this one here. Oak Creek Knights looking to move to, we're going to move to 2-1 on this one. Indian Trail falling to 1-2, losing second straight. Good bounce back win for the Knights. Didn't look too pretty on the offensive end, but the defense is what matters, and that's why they say defense wins championships at the end of the day. So one more Neil will do it here, and then I will head down to the field for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Once again with the Oak Creek Knights. Final score tonight, Oak Creek 21, Indian Trail 0. We will take the Nasonville Dairy postgame show break before we head out on air. And we'll be right back. More postgame interview coming right up.
Oak Creek defeats Indian Trail tonight. Matt Peck coming here. Elijah Vinks heading down to the field. I'm going to give you some score updates from around the state. There's a lot developing right now, especially down in Racine right now. Horlick over Racine Park, 27-7. But Racine Case, like Elijah just said, 27-14, and they apparently look to be driving right now and possibly making that game a 6-point game. So a lot developing in Racine right now. Muskego wins 21-7 over Pewaukee. Arrowhead leads Mukwonago 21-20. Sussex Hamilton leading Waukesha West 37-9. Other than that, we're going to go wait for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show, and then we'll see how come back maybe when Elijah's got the interview ready.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Let us know when we're ready. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show. Fresh cheese curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. We're joined by the victorious Oak Creek Knights, 21-0 win over the Indian Trail Warhawks. We're going to be joined by Coach Parr here first. We're going to start with you. It wasn't a pretty game on the offensive end. A lot of missing pieces. Blake Ferkus was out with a concussion tonight. Just talk to us about how you thought the team played tonight.
Our team played as if we didn't have we needed to have. Defensively, we did though. Our defense played great. Started off a little slow with with a drive and stopped that drive, and then after that, they did everything. They had coverage, great tackling. I don't think there was any yard after catch all day long, and that's so huge. So we did a great job of that. So you're in the camera. Yes, our defense played wonderful. Offensively, we put a young quarterback out there. We did also not have Nate Schaff, and Gabe Belter came off early, and he was going to give us some reps, and he kind of hurt himself a little bit. Caden Bates played a really great game for us and really helped us out a lot. Became a big player for us, so that was a big thing.
Thanks for your time, Coach. We'll see you in a couple weeks against Frank. Joined by our Lexi Sports Highlight House player of the game, Kevin Wojciechowski. Kevin, you're a both-way player. You're a really big part of the team on the defense as a captain. Just tell me how you guys got it done tonight.
The biggest thing is we stick together. I mean, as you can see, we get a little mouthy, but I think that just has to do with wanting the best for your guys. I mean, you see a late hit, and we got to just be a little smarter. But I mean, I would do it every time. I mean, those are my guys, and I just we got to lead the team. I think a lot of the guys stepped up as leaders, even if they don't have that label.
Our House player of the game. I'm gonna give you the mic now. You're gonna look up at that camera up there. You're gonna say your name.
Wojciechowski in the house.
Thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see you in a couple weeks against Franklin. All right, that'll do it tonight here from Oak Creek High School. 21-0 is the final. Oak Creek defeats Indian Trail. Next week we'll be right back with the Racine Park versus Franklin. We'll get a taste of the Franklin Sabres next week Friday at their game, and we'll have some more fun with that next week, getting to see Lewis Brown's look on this team. But so long for that. We're gonna be back next week. Have a good night, everyone. Signing off, Elijah Manks a lot alongside Matt Peck.